For latest astrology videos, subscribe AstroEdify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about certain problems which most of the people face and what are the reasons and solutions or remedies for that. So the problems like low self-confidence, if you face such issues like low self-confidence, nervousness, self-doubt, inferiority complex, poor willpower, poor dedication, tend to leave things in between, and lack of energy, indiscipline, lethargy, you don't take actions easily, or you don't get recognition of your efforts, no leadership skills, or you face workplace troubles because of peers. So any of these issues which are most common, which are faced by many people, but what are the reasons, what are the solutions, we are going to talk about that. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is shown in the description. Now, I've also started 2 new channels on philosophy and spirituality. If you are interested in knowing about yourself, who am I, or who is God, is there any absolute reality, is there any free will or freedom, or what is the use of religion, and big questions of life which we have, is there any meaning or purpose, all these things we are going to discuss, and we are discussing that in various videos. You can subscribe the channel. The link is given in the card section above as well as in the description below. They are available in Hindi as well as English. I request you to subscribe them and know more about yourself as well as the reality of life. So let's start about the topic which we are going to come to. So first here, as I mentioned, all the problems, if you are experiencing any of those things within you, then what are the reasons, astrological reasons behind them? So first here is that if you have weak Sun, Mars, Saturn, Lagna Lord and Varesh means the weekday Lord in which the person is born, then you might experience, and definitely you will experience, these kind of issues within you. So in the chart, if these planets are not well placed, then they bring such kind of troubles or flaws in the personality which affect us and our lives. So if you are experiencing confidence issues, nervousness, self-doubt, inferiority, constant comparison with other people, poor willpower, not able to take actions, or tend to leave things in between, have indiscipline, or any workplace issues, lack of energy, lethargy, any of these things, then most of the time you will find that these planets are not well placed, due to which these issues are happening in your life. Now, what are the solutions, remedies? Now we are going to talk about 2 kind of remedies. One is practical remedies and another is astrological remedies. Now, I'll highly recommend that you have to follow both of them. If you are interested only in astrological remedies and not taking into account the practical things in your life, believe me, you won't find anything in your life, any improvement. So the thing here, because I have seen the general mentality of people that they are only focusing on the astrological remedies, but they have no willingness whatsoever to self-introspect and try to improve their personality or flaws. So if you don't have such kind of mentality, then no amount of astrological remedies are going to help you. So they must be done together. Astrological remedies are very important because they help you to generate the strength of the planet which is weak in the chart. But if you think that it is the only thing, then you are wrong. So let's start with the remedies here. So remedies, practical as well as astrological. So first we are going to start with the practical thing. So first thing is that there are these issues which I described. They are there, but how you have to tackle them. So first thing, like as I mentioned, there is a trouble in completing the things or leaving things in between, or you don't take actions easily. So first here is that you must try to complete the things or duties in your life, no matter how big or small they are, even if they take time and you feel lethargic. Okay, don't leave anything in between, because if the more you are going to leave anything in between and incomplete, it is going to create more negative reinforcement that I am again failing at things, I am again losing at things, and hence I don't have any self-confidence. So the thing here is that if you try to complete the things, even if they take time, because you don't think that they are going to complete on time, it will be very difficult. It will try to improve with time, but it is very important to keep in mind that no matter how much time they take, I need to complete my duties or responsibilities or any things which I have taken upon my shoulders. So it will, the moment you will complete it, start completing it, start finishing it, you will see that it is giving you a positive affirmation that you can accomplish the same things which you were nervous before to get into. So it tends to give you accomplishment, a sense of accomplishment that I am the person who completed the same task which I was fearing to do before. And now it gives what? It starts to gradually, it uplifts your self-confidence. So self-confidence and nervousness or self-doubt which was there, it tends to improve, and it gives you a positive reinforcement that these things or tasks which I was afraid to do, or I was not confident enough, or I was having a lot of nervousness before, the same things I'm able to do now, or I have the capability, or I had the capability all the time, but it was my mentality or my mindset which was preventing me from completing or fulfilling those things in my life. So this is a very important thing. If you don't follow this, you or try to inculcate in your life, you will not be able to see that your confidence is boosting. But the moment you start this, you will definitely see that slowly and gradually you are tending to believe in yourself. You know that now, yes, the same thing, I don't need to be afraid, I am able to do the things. So that is the point which you should keep in mind, that it will slowly uplift your self-confidence. Now, second thing, stop comparing yourself with other people. It should always be you versus you. The problem with these issues which I discussed, it's most of the time, and it is very common, all of us tend to compare ourselves with other people. We never appreciate ourselves. We always appreciate other people's lives. We always appreciate that this person has these things and I don't have it. We tend to neglect and take for granted our own life and the things which we have, and we always tend to appreciate what other people have. It's like grass is always greener on the other side. So if you are of that mentality, believe me, you are not going anywhere, because a person who lacks self-belief, who does not appreciate what has been given to him, or who undervalues the things, what has been in what things are there in their lives, you are always going to be dissatisfied, you are always going to be unfulfilled, and you are always going to be loathing about your life and yourself. So the thing here is that if you stop comparing yourself with other people, it will change. And one more thing, it should be illogical, because let's suppose, who are you to judge other people? Because now you don't know. Everybody has their own individual karma. Everybody has their own individual fate and luck. Everybody has their own individual planetary positions. So you should not compare at all, because it's like if anybody has to get something, it will be there, and good or bad, and same thing applies to you. So if it's like two people who are having entirely different pathways and journeys, why you are trying to compare them? It's like comparing apple versus oranges. You just can't. Everybody is unique in their own sense, and everybody has their individual karmic patterns. So if you have those karmic patterns, just try to focus on yourself and try to compare. If you have to compare yourself with yourself in the future. So let's suppose this is my present situation. I think I am having certain flaws within me, or some things which need to be improved at present. But next year, or in a few days time, whatever goal you set, whatever time period you take, in this XYZ time period, I am going to see my progress from my current version. That is how you should compare it. The more you are going to focus on this methodology, that I should compare myself with myself in the future, then you will start to appreciate that yes, the same person is who I used to be, now I am trending to improve, and I have come a far way. I need to go much more farther, but still I have come a long way. So then it again uplift your self-confidence that yes, it was the same me who was suffering through these kind of issues, and it is the same me now who has improved a lot. So tend to believe in yourself and stop comparing with other people. The more you will do it, I said, you will never be what you can say self-confident as well as fulfilled. Next thing here is that do the things at your own pace. No need to think about a strict disciplined routine, because if these problems are there, definitely you are going to experience lack of discipline or lack of organization. So don't think that okay, I will try to let's suppose you have a issue that you don't wake up early, okay, or you don't you tend to procrastinate a lot and you are not punctual. I'm not saying that you don't try to work on these issues. I'm saying that they are not going to improve right away. So better here is that try to make the best use of your current comfortable lifestyle. Okay. So it's like if you can work in the night and you are not able to do it anything in the morning, try to do it in the night. If you have tendency to procrastinate, it's okay. But I'm saying that just keep this thing in mind, that the thing which is there, it might take very few minutes or less amount of time, just complete it. And as I mentioned, that you have to build a capacity to complete the things even if they take time. Just don't worry about the discipline or organization or a structured lifestyle. Just think that I need to do the things at my own pace, at my own comfort, even though it takes time, because the time factor, the discipline factor will not build immediately. It will build ultimately, but not immediately. So you just have to bring a first trait in yourself, that at least I'm not leaving the things in between. At least I'm not leaving the things completely unfinished. So you should not be a person who is shying away from duties and responsibilities and giving some stupid excuses or blames. That is what weak Sun, Mars and Saturn can give you. So if you are going to do the things at your comfort, and don't worry about a very strict disciplined routine, just focus on the circumstantial priorities. What matters right now? What is that priority right now? Just complete that priority and then focus on the other aspects of life. Do whatever you want, but try to complete it at that moment of time. No matter what, try to build these things. Next thing here is that start taking actions upon your thoughts. Being prepared that even if I don't succeed in the first try, I will try again. And I should not think too much about my imagined embarrassment or humiliation among people. Don't just do this, because if you have these issues, you will have this problem as well. Because here, there are many problems in taking the actions, initiating the actions. Let's suppose anything which, even if no matter how small or big it is, but we tend to think a lot, and we tend to ultimately judge or think that okay, I will not be able to do this, lack of confidence, and ultimately we don't try. Or even if we try and we don't succeed in the first try, next time we lose all the hope and we don't try ever again. So remember, if Sun, Mars and Saturn are somehow not well placed, they are going to give you struggle in life. Everybody faces a struggle. The problem lies in how much capacity the person has to rise up again and try again. That is the difference between people who succeed and people who fail ultimately and complain. You have to decide where you have to lie, in the complaint box, or you have to move ahead and see that okay, where I can go. Even I have faced struggles, but still I'm not going to back down. Be relentless, because it will take time and it will be very difficult for people who have these issues. Because remember, if you have low self-confidence and you are struck by failure, it is going to shatter you. Definitely it will humiliate you, and it will tend to create a lot of what you can say troubles in your mindset, that okay, I should leave the thing altogether and focus on something else. Maybe this is not for me. But what I'm saying here is that if you are trying in correct direction, if your direction is wrong, no amount of effort is going to give you any result. But if your direction is right, then don't stop taking actions. Just strive hard and hard again, because this is how, and mentally prepared for it. Because remember that these planets are going to throw challenges in the face of failures. They never let you win in the first try. They test you, they test your dedication, they test your patience, they test your persistence. If you fail in the first try and don't try again, you'll never be able to get the things what you wanted. But if you try again, even if you know that okay, pull yourself together and still try once more, or twice or thrice until you achieve it. That is how. It will be hard every time, but this is how there is no other way. So it will ultimately help you to finally achieve the thing. And the moment you reach it, it gives you a lack of self-belief. that yes, I have that capability, I have that capability of relentlessness, as well as these qualities were there before, altogether were there in me, but I was not able to appreciate them. So remember that, that is very important. And don't be very much thoughtful of your imagined embarrassment or humiliation. If you think too much about how the situation could end up, it is all in your mind. You don't know how it is going to end up in practical life. So it's like anxiety also tends to prevail, and you already imagine the scenarios, and you think that okay, this will be the end result, I should not do the action in the first place. Stop doing this. And another point, express yourself even if you know you are factually right. Don't let others overpower you, and express yourself, because there are many people who know things, who are really capable, but still, because of nervousness, because of incapability to self-express, because of inferiority, because of the notion that how other people are going to react, they never speak about their thoughts, and it builds inner frustration and more self-loathing, more self-doubt, and a big inferiority complex. So remember that if you know that okay, I am right, and I am just not expressing because of these fears in me, ultimately it's going to harm you, not other people. And don't let other overpower you, because this will be the common thing which can be seen in such people. So remember that because there are many people who don't know things, and still they have confidence enough to express themselves. So they are saying, and people are getting impressed by their words, even if they are wrong, even if they are saying something stupid entirely. But remember that the only difference is that they have capability to express even if they are wrong, and you don't have the capacity even if you are right. So try to express yourself without thinking that okay, how the other person is going to react. And hence the next here is that stop being a people pleaser or a doormat, because in this case most of the time people tend to totally neglect themselves and their opinions, and ultimately become a people pleaser. You always tend to find that okay, I need to be in good books of other people. If you find yourself on this side of population that who is always trying to win other people, be in their good books, you will always be isolated, and you will always be in fragile personality. Okay, because your people's opinions about you always change with respect to their needs from you. Understand this fact. If you matter to somebody at that moment of time, obviously they will appreciate you. But if you don't matter to them at that particular time, no matter how close they are to you, you won't matter to them, and hence their opinions about you will change. If you are doing some actions which are in the benefit of other people, they will appreciate you. You will always be in their good books. But if you do some things which they don't like, or which angers them, obviously you will lose the reputation which you have had in their mind. So remember that other people's opinions are just ever changing, and they are all because of their own individual notions. And this is for everybody, for every one of us. We are like this. So remember, the more social validation you seek, the more people pleasing behavior you develop, the more you are letting yourself treated like a doormat, you will always face these issues, and you will never be able to recover, never be able to build yourself in a better, strong personality. Never ever possible. So stop doing this, and rather focus that okay, this is who I am. If you ask other people about who you are, they are going to tell you a version which is there in their eyes. It's not you, it's their perception about you. So that has to be kept in mind. Next thing here is that the astrological remedies which you can follow. So take a water in a copper vessel and offer it to the sun daily in the morning. So go to a place from where you can see the rising sun, and if you are not able to see the sun, then give water standing in the eastern direction, and that will be okay. But remember, the best thing is go to a place from where you can see the rising sun, and best time to give water is between 1 hour from the sunrise. But if not possible, try to give it as early as possible. Whenever you wake up, just give it. Okay, so take water in a copper vessel, go to a place from where you can see the sun, and pour water in standing in front of the sun, such way that the sun rays pass through the water and they go in your eyes. That's how. Next thing here is, you can read Aditya Hriday Stotra. Aditya Hriday is a stotra for sun. Okay, and there are certain mantras which you can read. One is Om Grini Suryaya Namaha. Another is Om Ang Angarakaye Namaha. The third, this is for Mars, and third is for Saturn, that is Om Pram Preem Prom Saha Shanishcharaye Namaha. Each mantra should be read 108 times after giving water to sun, standing in front of the sunlight. Then you can also keep Sun and Mangal Yantra, Surya and Mangal Yantra in your house, in the place of worship. And you can wear certain Rudrakshas, one face, 3 face, 6 face, or 14 face. So 1, 3, 6 and 14 Mukhi Rudraksha can be suitable for the person. You can wear it either in a red thread or in a gold chain on a Sunday or a Tuesday morning. Then worship God Ram and Hanumanji. So you can worship Ram. So Ram Gayatri mantra is one mantra for God Ram. Ram Raksha Stotra is there. There are many stotras for Ram, but these two are very prominent. You can worship God Ram. Then here is Hanumanji. For Hanumanji there is Hanuman Chalisa, Bajrang Baan, Sundar Kand, or mantra like Om Hang Hanumate Namaha. That is the mantra to worship these two gods. Then you can donate certain things on Sunday, Tuesday and Saturday. So on Sunday you can donate wheat, jaggery or red masoor dal, red masoor pulses. Or on Tuesday you can donate jaggery, red masoor dal, or this red gram or bundi. Then on Saturday you can donate mustard oil, black urad dal, such items. Then the last thing here is that live in well lit areas, not dark and damp rooms. So try to spend most of the time where rooms are well lit. They should not, don't spend too much time in darkness. If it is if it has natural flow of sunlight, very well. But if not, try to keep your room well lit. Don't sit in dark and damp rooms. If whether it is your office or it is your home, try to keep these things in environment around you. And if you also choose light reflecting colors, means wall colors or anything which reflect more light. So light colors reflect more light, so that will be also good. So these are the remedies for such issues which I said, practical as well as astrological. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can comment here, subscribe the channel, and you can also connect on my Instagram and website. The link is given in the description. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.